day to all of you. First of all, my name is Surya bin Abdullah, number matrix C21824446 from Ftkw. I'm as a candidate 8. But good day to all of you. Based on the situation given, Malaysia is one of the popular holiday destinations for tourists around the globe. In my opinion, food is contributing a factor that makes Malaysia a famous tourist attraction. In Malaysia, as many various of meals, Malaysia also known as a multicultural society. There are Malay people, Indians, and also Chinese people. Majorly a combination of three ethnics, and also Malaysia also a geographical location, so there you will get food easily. Tourists also interested in to taste the food of Malaysia because of the ethnics. For Indians, there are most of the famous food is banana leaf food. For Malays, there's a ketupat and laksa and all of it. And in Chinese people, there are kway teow goreng, mee goreng, and also wonton mee, oki mee, curry mee, and all of it was very famous. So there's a main purpose of all of the tourists was came here to just want to taste the multicultural ethnic foods in Malaysia. And secondly, I will say that Malaysia also known as one of the cheapest food paradise. So you will get very cheapest food in Malaysia. There are uncountable food available in Malaysia. The Malaysia government also largely kept the food prices as low as they can compared to other country. For example, compared to Brunei and Singapore. And lastly, I will say Malaysia also very famous country for the street food. So Malaysia boasts the best street food in the world. Some dishes such as nasi lemak and char kway teow, all it is very famous in the street foods. And also you guys can enjoy, the tourists also enjoy just to have a seat in the rickety tables and chairs on the out of the street. And also they just can stand and can eat the apam Malay, and also one of the famous in Malaysia is lok lok. So there's a food that's very famous, mostly in they will sell it on in street food. And that's all.
Hello, my name is Adi RIZALMAN bin AHAMED RAHIMIN. Matric number C21A2456. I am candidate B. I'm from faculty Ftkw. I agree with Surya. Honestly, Malaysia food is the one of the delicious food that we have in Asia. Okay, I will proceed with my point. Malaysia is popular destination for holiday, according to people. Alright, the first point is Malaysia is a multiracial country. It makes the tourists interested to see the unity of different countries in Malaysia. Alright, the second point is Malaysia people is so friendly. Malaysia society is very kind-hearted. For example, they always help anybody who face the problem, include the tourists who need a lead from local people to find some place. Alright, that's from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zarifah Binti Maznan. My matric number C21B23X0. I'm from Ftkw and I candidate C.
Thank you, candidate B, and I agree with your opinion because your point give a high commitment about people in Malaysia who are of various races, religions, and ethnicities. As for my point, the contribute factor that make Malaysia a famous tourist attraction is in terms of culture. Where we know that our country has the richness of culture and history of a multiracial society that we have. In general, the diversity of Malays, Chinese, Indians, Iban, and other living together is an attraction to tourists because many cultures are shared. For example, on a festival day, which is a symbol of community unity in Malaysia, where a variety of traditional dishes are served. In this case, the high courtesy and friendliness shown by the Malaysia community is also a reason why tourists love to visit our country. Therefore, culture is also one of the most important factors that make Malaysia a famous tourist attraction because it has the history and traditional of the local community. That's all from me. What about you, Sarah? Do you agree with my point?
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is SABRINA binti SAZALI. My metric number is C21A2423. I'm from FTKW and I'm as a candidate D. So I agree with candidate C because of culture that have at Malaysia, make Malaysia as a famous attraction to tourists coming to Malaysia. So Malaysia has multiculturalism, as we know. Malaysia diversity of races and language that including Malay, Chinese, Indian, economic, even and others. It is attraction to foreign visitors to come into Malaysia. Moreover, there are many factors that make Malaysia as a famous or popular tourist attraction, which are islands and beaches. So the meaning of islands is a piece of land that's surrounded by water, and then the meaning of the beach is an area of sand or stone that beside of the sea. So as we know that islands and beach have a great view. Mostly tourists love to go to the island because it can help to release stress, regulate hormones, and give happiness by looking at the view and marine life. So for the example, Simpadan Island and Perhentian Islands are recommended island that tourists love. Simpadan Island was surrounded by ocean water and a part of the world richest marine habitat. So it home to endangered hobbit turtle, whale, shark, and hundreds of coral species. The island is considered one of the best diving destinations in the world, and it fiercely protected too, because they limit the visiting and require a permit in advance by 120 permits being given out per day. So usually the visitor that come at the Pulau Simpadan by in the morning because they want to snorkeling and diving tours. Besides that, for the Perhentian Islands, they also have scuba diving, snorkeling and kayaking. Three of these are the popular activities at there. So when visitors come to the Perhentian Island, they can be as a volunteer in the turtle conservation progress, that they can see the areas where the turtles come to lay the eggs.
Again, we're back again. Let's discuss one of the most important factors that make Malaysia one of the famous tourist attraction. So I strongly agree that food is one of the most important factor because Malaysia also known as a multicultural society, which is there are Malay people, Indian, and also Chinese. Majorly there are a combination of three culture, and also the food also the same. So the tourists also most interested to come and taste our Malaysian food because there are many variety food and also unique food. So they just want to try that. And secondly, I will say that Malaysia is also known as one of the country where you will get one of the reasonable and the cheapest food, mostly in the street. And also that's the main factor that I would say.
Yes, candidate is Surya. I strongly agree with your point because food in Malaysia is rich in various food according to rich. This is what attraction for rich tourists to enjoy this varied dish. Most foreign countries really like food in Malaysia because the uniqueness of the name of the food make foreign tourists fond of the uniqueness. What about you, candidate B? Do you agree with the point?
I agree with candidate A. Just like he said, food is the popular thing that every tourist come to every place in country, especially in Malaysia. We have many kind of food there. In Pulau Pinang, we can see nasi kandar, and in Terengganu, we can see nasi dagat, and in other place in Malaysia, we have any kind of food. So I think candidate A say the right.
However, I really agree with candidate's A point, which is about food. So as we know, Malaysia is a country of diversity, and the food is reflect that, as the cuisine is majorly a combination of Malay, Chinese and Indian because of geographical location, and the variety of ingredient is very rich, and the taste of food become delicious.
Let's go to the conclusion. So overall, everyone agree that food is one of the most important factor make Malaysia one of the famous tourist attraction in the world. That's all. Thank you for your comprehension.